In this video, we're going to talk about user input in Python. Well, input to Python or user input in Python refers to a process of allowing user to provide data or information to a program while it is running. Okay, this input can be in form of text, number, or even file. Okay, Python has an inbuilt function for capturing this user input. Okay, it's called the input function. Let's dive into the code. Let me explain this better. Okay, let me clear the screen. Now we're going to create our file with theme called input file. This is what we're going to use .py. Hit your I to switch to insert mode, and now let's create a variable called name, which is equal to input bracket of enter your name. Let's put a colon here, space. Now let me explain this better. What this does is the input value, absolute value, initially as a string, which means this value is going to be stored in double quotes. So which means name is going to be a string value. So we can print out the string value directly. Print hello. You must have seen this in my previous video. Plus concatenation. Okay. Now this is very simple. It's just for you to understand what escape column WQ. Let's run the code. Oh, sorry. Python input file.py. Requested for my name. Let me give it my name. David. It says hello, David. Now, it's very important to note that the input accept value as string. Okay, and also when you're setting value from input that is a number, you have to convert it from a string to a number. For example, if you're accepting things like price or age, you have to convert it to a number. The process of converting it is called whereby you convert it to int, it's called typecasting, which we've seen in the previous video on how to convert from one variable type to another. All right, now let's dive into that conversion part. Okay, hit I for insert, switch to insert mode. So we are setting, we want to set the age variable. So we say age is equal to enter your age. But this value is not going to be useful. The age value is not going to be useful because you can't calculate with string. You can only calculate with numbers. Okay. Now to enter the age value, let's convert this to integer. We can do it like this. This is one way of doing it. We can do it like this. Age underscore number, underscore number is equal to int bracket open. We'll put the age here. Alright, this is one way of doing it. So when the user enter an input called age up here, it stores it in the age, which is up here. Okay, when user enter an input, it stores it in this variable age. This variable age is then typecast to integer, and the new variable is now called age num. We can display age num here. Your advanced years old. This is one way of doing it. Yeah, here's another way of, let's execute this first, then we'll try the other way. Your age is space quote plus, so we say age underscore num. All right, now let's save and quit. Now let's execute the code for you to understand. Say enter your age. Let me enter 67. Okay, there's an error in my code. Let's go back and fix it. Let's put a comma here. Oh, just insert a comma here. Escape colon WQ. Let's execute the code. Enter your age 67. So you said your age is 67. So with this age, you can do calculation or anything you want to do. Okay, let's do a simple calculation. Let's say whatever age the person is enter, let's add 1 to it. Switch to insert mode, switch plus, or add 5 to it. If we add 5 to it, or 4 to it, no matter the number we enter, it's definitely going to add this 4 to it. But if we're using this age, which has not been converted yet to an integer, you can't add value to it. For example, let's execute this code for you to see. WQ with age, let's say 5. We have 9. Okay, now your age is 9. Let's execute the code again for it to understand. Let's say 6. 6 plus 4, that's 10. Hit enter. Your age is 10. So you get. So, but you can't do that if your variable is staying in string. If the variable is in this string, this age, you can't add anything to it. Let me give an example. Let me not typecast it. Let me not convert it. Let me delete this one. Let's say age plus 4. And let's execute this code. But we're still going to get age plus 4, or whatever the person entered plus 4, or error. So let's execute and check. Escape column WQ. Go back to execution. Type age. Let me say 5. So we'll get an error. You cannot add. See type error. Only concatenate string. Okay, the only string can be concatenated to string. That's the error we're getting. So let's go back to our code. So for us to concatenate this, we need to put this one in double quote too, to make sure they understand that it's a string. Just to insert. Yeah, this is the way to work. Okay, but then you can't add age like this now. It will not be whatever. If you enter 4, it will not be 4 4. If you enter 5, it will be 5 5. Again, so you can't do anything with this one. It's just string gumming each other, joining string together. So you have to typecast first. So this is one way of doing it, and this is another way of doing it. You can use the int here. Int bracket open here, close the bracket. This is the best way of doing it. This is the best way. This is how I code. Okay, this is how I code Python rather. This is how I code Python. So we cannot display age here. Now let's execute the code. Enter your age. Let's say 45. Let's say for age 45. So this is the best way to typecast. Let's say you want to add two numbers together. We can do this many times. Let's say enter the first number. Sorry, switch to insert first. Oh, sorry. Enter number, colon, space, hit enter. Okay, let's call this one number 1. Let's call the second one number 2. So this is a simple example just to add two numbers. Int bracket open input bracket open enter number space close bracket again. Now let's add these two numbers together. Let's call this one SU or sum. is equal to num1 plus num2. Now let's display the sum. Let's see. We'll say the sum is pretty. Okay. Now this is what it does. It accepts the first number, typecast it, convert it into integer, it has number. When you enter the second number, it typecast it into number. So you now sum the two numbers together and display it. Very easy code. Now let's see what we get. Enter the first number, let me enter 4. Second number, let me enter 61. So the sum is 65. This is one way the only way of accepting value. Okay. Then we can also do whatever we like, convert it to other data type. We can also convert it to float. If you are converting it to float, you have something like this here. Let me see to insert first. You have something like this here. Float. So with this you can then run your core execute or whatever you want to execute. Let's do a small example using this float. Okay, let's say float enter. Let's say area of a calculate for area. Okay, let's say enter the width. Okay, we'll say enter height. Okay, so it's just the area is just width times height. So I'll call this width. I'll call this height. Okay, so I'll say width times height. Then we can now say the area is display the area here. I say area. Get it? Do you get it? Look at the code. Look at the code thoroughly. So the first line accept the width and store it in the variable called width. Second line accept the height and store in the variable called height. Before storing it, it has to typecast it to float using the float keyword. Then area is now equal to width times height. Then we'll print out the area. Let's run the code. I don't think there's an error here. So let's see. Width is 6. Okay, so the height is 5. 6 times 5, that should be 30. Let's execute. Yeah, we got 30.0. The reason we're getting 0.0 is because we entered it as float. No floating character is with decimal points, so it must be precise. There's no, if you have to be int will cut off anything after decimal, please. Okay, so let's go back to our code. So that's how we accept input in Python. You can accept input and also validate it. Accept input, check what kind of value it is. Check, like when you be entering some things, we saying is it enter yes or enter no on doing some installation. This is an example of how it accepts input. Alright, we tell you Y for yes and N for no when you're doing something on the terminal, if you've used the terminal before. Okay, that's my time. So that's how you accept input in Python.